Section 11, higher course. This is page 22, 122, 123. Substituting and writing formulae. This is the extension to the videos on the foundation course, naturally. So I won't do too many of these, so I'm not going to do any of the grade D ones. I'll grab a couple of grade C ones. It says using the formula, here it is, and I know this formula, I used it at school. V equals ut plus half at squared. It's a physics formula. Initial velocity, final velocity, time, acceleration. Anyway, you can forget that. I've got to find the value of v when u equals 2, so substitute 2 in there, substitute 3 seconds in there, and substitute an acceleration of 4 meters per second squared in there. So I've got to shove it in there and work it out. And by the way, time is time, so put 3 there as well. Merely substituting into a formula. So I'm going to do what it says. V equals 2 lots of 3 plus a half of 4 times 3 squared. Tiny up a little bit. 2 3s is 6. Half of 4 is 2. 3 squared is 9 altogether. 6 plus 2 9s are 18. Gives us 24. So 24 meters per second squared, presumably. Let's do a tricky one involving negative values. So this is question 12c. Same thing. V equals, now the u is 1 and the t is 3. Ut plus half a, what's the a? Minus 2 times t squared, which is 3 squared. Now, little brackets just to just parcel it off into little bits so don't get too confused. 1 times 3 is 3, plus half of minus 2 is minus 1, and 3 squared is 9. Multiplying 3, and minus 1 times 9 is minus 9, so 3 take away 9 minus 6. Done and done. Question 13. Tom is calculating the interest on some savings. Alright, Tom? He uses I to stand for the interests in the formula I equals PTR all over 100. Now, if the principal P is £300, so £300 there, the time T is 2 years, so he's going to borrow for 2 years, and the rate R is 5%. Sorry, it's actually 0.5%. Oh, very little. 0.5%. I will calculate the interest. Okay, let's just do that then. So I've got 300 times 2 times 0.5 all over 100. Well, cancel down the zeros there. I've got 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times a half is 3. The interest will be £3. That's an interest of £3 over 2 years on a mere £300. So there it is. 3 quid. That's your lot. B. How long would he have to save if he wanted £45 interest? How long would he have to save? He's still got his £300, hasn't he? So how long? So interest is 45 equals the principal amount is £300 times time times interest rate, still 0.5% over 100. Now I can definitely lose that, and I've got 3 times t times half. In other words, 1.5t equals £45. So the time taken will be 45 divided by 1.5. 15 goes into 45 3 times. He's going to have to wait 30 years to get interest rates, to get interest £45 on £300 being paid 0.5% interest every year. That's that. I think I'll do question 14 as well, just turn over. Again, we're warming up. Question 14. Natland Taxis uses the formula C equals 3m plus 4.5. Why do they use that? To work out the cost of journeys for customers. C is the total charge in pounds, and m is the number of miles for the journey. So miles, total cost, that'll be a flat charge of £4.50. Right. What is Natland Taxis' minimum charge? Minimum charge, so let's just write it out. This is before you even get into the cab. Is going to be £4.50. Is that right? Minimum charge. You sit inside, then go 0 miles. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 4.5, 4.50 minimum charge. What is the cost per mile? I don't know. What does 1 mile cost? You put in a a 1 in there, so cost is going to be 3 times 1 plus £4.50. What we got there, so it's 3 plus £4.50, £7.50. That's what it costs for the mile. Is that alright? That's that. I won't do question 15. I think I'm going to stop there because the next part is going to be changing the subject of the formula. I've done plenty in the foundation course. I'm going to pick up some of the higher ones and show you how challenging they can be. So that's it by way of introduction.